Hello my loves, and welcome back to Crafty Little Dragonfly. Today we have Homura Akemi, who is a dark and mysterious magical girl that plays a major role in the events of the series. I'm trying to keep from having spoilers of any part of the series, so that's why I've been vague. Anyway, Homura is a very mysterious and quiet girl, and her design is kind of based a little bit upon the fact that she went to a Catholic school before transferring into her new school at the beginning of the series. Her design is very simple, so the detail that I wanted to accentuate for her was her hair. A lot of times the anime will show her flipping her hair or it blowing in the wind dramatically, and so I kind of wanted to keep that same vibe and really accentuate the swirls, and I kind of went a little Art Nouveau on it, Alphonse Mucha-esque. It was also with Homura that I started using the solid white fill with border layer process that I've been trying to work on, and you'll see it a lot here. Let me know if it's not as great. I think this Homura is kind of a mix of the two, like normal line work and then the fill layer. I feel like maybe it's a little too jumpy, but it's just another type of process, so just let me know what you think on it. So this time we started with the hair, and again I tried to do kind of the splatter underpainting. It's really difficult to decide how to jazz up hair when it's just, you know, black, gray, and so I leaned into the purples, and I kind of tried to figure out how much was too much with the purples to still have it read as Homura instead of, you know, someone with purple hair. Actually go back and forth on the hair quite a bit, so I started with the purples and then added kind of a black overlayer and messed around with the color settings again. I think I usually used color dodge. I pulled in pinks and purples and a couple of yellows and reds and blues a little bit later, just to kind of give some underpainting, and the black is meant to kind of texture over it. In the end, I wanted it to be a little bit of kind of like a galaxy effect. I know it's not actually how it reads probably, but that was a little bit of the effect I was wanting to go for with how the blacks interacted with the colors. Her eyes also kind of went about the same as the hair, bringing in the blacks, and I made some color dodge layers with bright colors and gave it a little bit of a jewel tone.
Baby.
Morgan decided to help me work and make sure I took breaks.
Girl.
Okay, now that the cat break is over, Homura's weapon is actually a small buckler shield on her arm, covering over her hand over her soul gem. She's not able to create offensive weapons, but due to the nature of her wish, she has the shield as a kind of defensive weapon, and since she's not able to create offensive weapons, she has to go out and find her own. I almost forgot to detail the boss of the buckler, which has the mechanisms in it. I almost forgot to actually shade the lace layer on her skirt. Oops. So her background was really difficult for me again. Again, I wanted to do the splatter underlayer colors, and I don't know, it just kind of seemed like nothing wanted to work. I did manage to get it in the end, again by layering a darker bit underneath and also cranking the eraser up like to the max and just kind of erasing different parts of different layers, and making kind of a cloudy effect. I also had some layers over top for adding a little bit of color variation. I wanted to kind of give like how watercolors have a granular effect for certain ones, like where there's color seeping into the crevices of the watercolor paper. So that's kind of a little bit grungy effect I was wanting to go for with it. And for her shape, I wasn't sure what I was trying to do at first, but ended up settling on a diamond pattern similar to the diamond pattern on her boots, tights. I don't know, it's all connected as one thing. I don't know if they're like tall boots or if they're tights and you just don't see a connection to the boot or whatever. I come back in with the hair, I try again on a different layer, and I think in the end it turned out a little bit better. Because I went straight from black this time with the colors over top, and then added the black layer as a color burn and just kind of like dot erased out some pieces so that it had, again, that granulation effect, and just kind of layered over some different color layers to try and give a little bit of a vibrant effect. Again, I really wanted to go for kind of how a galaxy effect looks. I just wanted to go for kind of a random placement on the blacks, and I kind of erased a little bit of some of the pieces to help them to stand out against the layering, how the hair is layered. And that's it for this one. Next time we will be doing our main character Madoka Kaname, and I hope that I'll see you back again. Please let me know what you think of Homura, and thank you guys again for watching. Bye!